If you've ever thought, I didn't slowly fall apart, I dropped off a cliff, you're not imagining it. One day your body feels familiar, the next, your energy is gone, your sleep is broken, your emotions feel unrecognizable, and your metabolism no longer plays by the rules it used to. I was thinking about this the other day, and here's what struck me. It feels sudden because biologically it actually is. This isn't aging, this isn't weakness, and it's definitely not just stress. Today, I'm going to explain what actually happens inside your body during the hormone drop off, and you're going to love this part. Why it feels so abrupt, and how understanding this shift completely changes the way you see yourself. Welcome to the Menopause Map Minute. I'm Cynthia Penner, a menopause health coach and author of the Menopause Map book series. Today is a medical minute where we break down your hormones, your symptoms, and the science behind what you're feeling in a way that finally makes sense. Let's make this simple and empowering. Estrogen, the regulator you didn't know you were relying on. Here's where it gets interesting. Estrogen is not just a reproductive hormone, it's actually a systems regulator. It influences brain chemistry, temperature control, joint lubrication, skin elasticity, blood sugar regulation, sleep quality, and how your nervous system responds to stress. Most women are shocked by this because no one ever told us estrogen was quietly doing all this behind the scenes. For decades, your body relied on estrogen to smooth out fluctuations and keep systems talking to each other. During perimenopause, estrogen doesn't gently fade, it becomes erratic. It spikes, crashes, rebounds, and crashes again. Crazy, right? That roller coaster is often more disruptive than low estrogen itself. Then comes menopause. Estrogen drops and stays low. The body loses its primary buffering hormone, and symptoms or systems that once worked effortlessly now feel exposed. That is why symptoms often intensify instead of improving once periods stop. Nothing is malfunctioning. Your body is simply adjusting to a new operating system. Time for a science snapshot. Estrogen withdrawal effect. When estrogen declines rapidly, tissues and systems that depend on it experience temporary dysregulation. This is the part I love reminding women of. This is not damage, it's adaptation. Number 2, we've got progesterone, the first hormone to leave the party. You're going to love this one because it explains so much. Progesterone is often called the calming hormone. It supports sleep, steadies mood, and helps the nervous system exhale. Here's the wild part. Progesterone is usually the first hormone to decline years before menopause officially arrives. Ovulation becomes inconsistent long before periods stop, and progesterone is only made after ovulation. So women can feel anxious, wired, sleepless, and emotionally fragile while estrogen still looks normal on labs. This is why so many women say, I don't recognize myself anymore, long before anyone says the word menopause. By the time estrogen drops, progesterone has often been missing for years. Time for a science snapshot. Your luteal phase shortening. As women move through perimenopause, ovulation becomes less consistent due to changes in the follicle stimulating hormone, or FSH, signaling and ovarian follicle responsiveness. When ovulation is delayed or skipped, the corpus luteum either forms late or not at all, which directly reduces progesterone production. This leads to a shorter or absent luteal phase, meaning the body is exposed to progesterone for fewer days each cycle, even while estrogen levels may remain normal or fluctuate unpredictably. The result is a growing imbalance between stimulating and calming signals in the nervous system. This is not hormonal failure. It is a biological transition phase where feedback loops are rewiring. And yes, transitions are often messy by nature. Your testosterone, cortisol, and the domino effect. Here's where it all connects. Hormones don't fall one by one in isolation. They work as a network. When estrogen and progesterone shift, testosterone's effects can feel muted. Motivation dips, strength feels harder to maintain, mental sharpness can feel just out of reach. At the same time, cortisol often becomes dysregulated. Without estrogen's buffering effect, stress hits harder and recovery takes longer. This is the moment many women think something is seriously wrong, when in reality, multiple systems are recalibrating at once. And honestly, there is something incredibly intelligent about that. Our bodies are perfect and mysterious, even when they're uncomfortable. Here are your supportive stepping stones. This is where compassion matters. Stop interpreting symptoms as personal failure. They are biological signals. Support your nervous system first. Sleep, protein, and gentle strength work matter more than intensity right now. Adjust expectations. This body needs different inputs, not punishment. Seek practitioners who understand patterns, not just lab ranges. So try this week. When a symptom shows up, pause and say, my body is communicating with me. That simple shift lowers stress immediately. And if this episode made you say, oh, that explains a lot, share it with another woman who's been quietly wondering what happened to her body. If this episode helped you feel seen and supported, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe so you never miss a new Menopause Map Minute. Because understanding yourself inside and out is how you flourish through menopause.